That's very nice. This is the program that we ran. Where do we run it again? I'm going to close it. When you access the platform, you create an account and log into the Articulate platform. You will find under Download Desktop Application. You click on it and it will download to your download file. Download Articulate or Storyline. Open Storyline for content. Beyond the realm of Arcalia, when Articulate downloads, it appears as an icon here with the letter A and a line over it, but it doesn't download Storyline by itself. It downloads all the programs from the Articulate company. You can select what you want and choose to open it. Of course, I click on Open for Storyline because that's what we use to produce our content and for our training. So if I chat like this, my colleagues, thank you. Dr. Faiza is asking for the download link via WhatsApp right now. But of course, doctor, you can't download it right now. I mean, it's just that you have to go to articulate.com. Also, here, doctor, let me copy the link for you. It's articulate.com 1 and 60, but that's the main one we have. Thank you. They are writing to us that Dr. Faiza wants the download link via WhatsApp right now. But of course, doctor, you can't download it right now. I mean, it's just that you have to go to articulate.com. Also here, doctor, let me copy the link for you. It's articulate.com 160, but that's the main one we have. Thank you. Here's the link. Thank you. This is the link, but you must already create an account, specifically as we mentioned. So I will also currently send you the second link as well as the one I have inside. Dr. Faiza Abdulaziz, Dr. Bader is asking, what about Mac? Well, doctor, when you click download, it says on Mac and download here. So in the case of Mac, you download next. If you're downloading for Mac, it will ask if you want Windows or Mac. So you can choose whatever you want. Try the link and enter, and your Mac device will help you, Dr. Bader, and you'll find the Mac versions working fine. Let's check on Dr. Faiza. I don't know if she heard the answer. When I open Articulate and click open, it launches Storyline 360. Now I have two versions open. I don't need one of them. Downloading asks for Windows or Mac. Try the link and enter it. Let's check Dr. Faiza. They mention Mac, considering its presence. Opening Articulate and clicking Open launches Storyline 360. Now, two versions are open. I don't need one. The program works like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I can work in one unit with another open. It allows opening multiple files at once. They tell me the Mac to do this and that. They are taking into account the existence of the Mac. Let's continue together. When I run Articulate and tell it to open, it opens the Storyline 360 program. It was originally open underneath, but you will cover it again, okay? So it opened two copies for me. Is this permissible? Yes, it is permissible. These two are under them. I am in one of them. There is no need for them. So we learned that the program can work like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I can open multiple files simultaneously. I can copy from here to there, and that's normal. Initially, we should examine the opening window contents. The left opening window is crucial based on the center's 7 tabs. However, what's on the left here, I can open 5 or 6 files side by side, just like I do with Word and Excel, and copy from here to there. That's normal. At the beginning, it's important for us to look at the contents of the opening window that we have in front of us. The opening window we have here on the left is what matters to me, according to what's in the center, which is the 7 tabs. But what's on the left here, he's talking to us about how to create a new project, how to record the screen, how to import a specific slide, and the team slide in case I purchased a product and have another team. The recently opened files and all these things are here to open. Browse, or I mean open, browse, or I mean open, browse, or I mean open. So there are options I find in the opening screen like new. Browse means opening an existing project. These are 2 main options. And there are 3 or 4 things in the middle, including record screen, useful for explaining programs like 3D Max in engineering, for recording screen movements in medical programs, in computer science, explaining Excel or PowerPoint. Any colleague explaining something on the screen can benefit from record screen. This feature can replace other programs like Camtasia. Storyline has built-in screen capture, no need for Snagit or Camtasia. You don't need to use Snagit or Camtasia because Storyline by default has a built-in program for capturing screen movements and recording. This program is also available in Camtasia, so we provide more. Then one alternative here, not just one Storyline. In Storyline, we provide Storyline and Camtasia as alternatives for screen recording. Basically, when you have a PowerPoint and you want to take it and create a score, you can import the slides and work on them afterwards, such as editing or adding animations. For example, you can enhance your presentation with these tools. All right, that's great. When we start, where do we begin? We'll start with a new project so it can tell me what the project is about and what its name is. It only takes a few seconds, and here we have our opening screen. The second part is the story itself. So what does story mean? When I talk about the story in Articulate Storyline, it's a collection of all slides. Some call it an index. The story view is the lesson's index. It's the hierarchy or outline. Call it what you want. Originally, the story view is the lesson's hierarchy. You find every slide in mini format. Let's say I have an intro slide. In the story view, I should write its title, intro in English or muqaddimah in Arabic. I have cover here, indicating this is the cover slide. Now I can create a new slide for design. Originally, the story view is the hierarchy of the lesson. You find every slide in a format. I can design before starting. I have an introduction slide. In the story view, I write its title, introduction. Someone might write intro or muqaddimah. The program is multilingual, allowing you to switch to Arabic and write the cover. I have cover here indicating this slide. I can create a new slide to work on my design. The story view relates to the hierarchy. Let's create a new slide. This slide can be blank. Or if I work in Arabic, I can write muqaddimah, introduction. The program is multilingual. Switch to Arabic and write the cover. I have the word al-gilaf, cover here, indicating this is the slide for the cover. I can create a new slide to work on the design of my unit to see how it looks. The story view relates to the hierarchy or the design. Create a new slide. This slide can be one of the basic layouts, which is blank. I can take a blank slide, all blank slides, or a slide with a title. This is my unit's design. I'll see how it looks. The story view relates to the hierarchy or design. Let's create a new slide. This slide can be a basic layout like blank. I can choose a blank slide or one with an equation or title. Regarding the application, I prefer the blank slide. I like designing on a blank slide and will explain why tomorrow. I dislike adding and then deleting items or having overlaps on the source slide. The blank slide is the best for ease of use, though it requires understanding later. A quick question about the application. I prefer the blank slide. I'll explain why by tomorrow. I dislike adding and then deleting elements. The blank slide is the best for me. It requires understanding later. I want the right thing. So I choose blank, add another slide, new slide from the basic blank. My slides will be organized. I have the table of contents as number 2, and number 3 could be the introduction. I've created 3 slides now. The cover was default, and I added 3. Say blank, add a slide, and continue. New slide from blank. Slides will be organized with a cover, then an introduction, objectives, or a table of contents. Design as you wish. Table of contents is number 2, and number 3 could be the introduction. Design this and set the order. If there are screens to assist students, I've created 3 slides. Cover was default, and I opened 3. Created the table of contents, labeled table of contents to avoid mistakes. Click below for the table of contents, also known as the index. Then introduction and objectives. Right-click, select new slide, and choose a blank slide. I have here the table of contents, which is number 2. Number 3 is my introduction. You are the one designing this yourself. You can set the order. But if we have additional screens in the department for students, I made 3 slides now. The cover was there by default, and I opened 3. I created the table of contents. I'll write it as table of contents to avoid errors. Here I should click below for it. The table of contents or index is the table of contents. Then I have the introduction, then objectives. I can right-click, select new slide, and say I want a blank slide. Also, there are shortcuts I can use. I created the table of contents, so I'll write it as table of contents. to avoid mistakes because I opened it by accident. Here, I should click below it for the table of contents. The table of contents, which some people call the index, comes after the introduction. Then I have the objectives. So I can right-click, select new slide, and say I want a blank slide. Of course, there are shortcuts I can use. So after the introduction, I can put the objectives. All right. I'll come here. Here could be the objectives that we aim to achieve and accomplish. And someone tells me, Dr. Abdul Rahman, I'm confused. I want the objectives before the introduction. And I want the objectives before the table of contents, you know, just drag and drop the slide, place it where you want. Europe is HAP is the slide. Put it in the place you want. This is the cover, the objectives, the table of contents, and then the introduction. So if you got confused about something and rearranged it and things weren't in order, can I rearrange it again? Yes, I can rearrange it. So can I work? Yes, I can work. Am I setting things up? Yes, I'm setting things up. Don't worry about how the arrangement goes. The important thing is that we can fix this. All right, great. So now I have a cover, objectives, a table of contents, and an introduction. All I've shown you is one skill. Right-click on any slide, in any empty space, on any slide, anywhere, and say right-click, then select new slide. From there, you choose the basic layout, which are the basic options. I don't take from the template. I just say blank or empty slide. Do you see this screen? This is the first skill. Honestly, I could make it a picture. I could come here, new slide, add basic, and if I knew how to take a print screen, I could send it to you on WhatsApp. I, and my luck, unfortunately, didn't bring it all to me. So I can click on the Alt. I can do it another way. I'm sorry, I have two screens. Okay, let me take this part from here and bring it to you. So I brought you the first skill with a print screen and sent it to you where on WhatsApp, because this is the beginning. So everyone on WhatsApp will find that I added a picture showing how to create a new slide, how to get a new slide. This is important for you.